Technically speaking, technically speaking, I ain't talking vegan when I said that I've been eating, making money on the side, but I use it for the main. I'm speaking in code when I tech talk that financial freedom. Have a seat cause you gon' wanna sit up at my table, yeah. Plugged in that it, girl, IT with the cables, yeah. Network engineering is for you, it ain't no label.
Welcome back to another lesson. We are still in the security section. We're on 5.4, which is describing security password policies. We're going to talk about management, complexity, and password alternatives, okay? And we're going to break down these key elements of these password policies so you guys can understand how there can be alternatives and how we can differentiate ones that have vulnerabilities and ones that are stronger than others, okay? So let's start with password management. Password management involves different policies and practices that you're going to create, store, and protect, and even manage your passwords. So some of these elements can include password storage. You can ensure that your password are, stored securely using such algorithms like the SHA-256 and such. We have password expiration, basically implementing a policy that will require users to change their passwords regularly, whether you want to do it every 60 days, 90 days. Usually, you will have something in your job, the security team will automatically implement that. But if you're someone who's going through that cybersecurity career path, then you would know that, hey, we definitely want to put in password expiration. Some settings, we want to change that. Other things like password history, preventing users from reusing recent passwords or maintaining that password history, and even password reset procedures, establishing this secure procedure for actually resetting your password. So you would I verify your identity and such things. So you won't, you can prevent these unauthorized activities in your account because you know how to manage that password more effectively. When it comes to password complexity, these just ensure that your password is difficult, so no one can just easily guess or just brute force into your account. Some things can include the length of your password. Definitely want to make sure it's a minimum length, something between 8 to 12 characters. We even have your character variety, having uppercase and lowercase letters, as well as numbers and special characters. We definitely want to avoid common passwords, things just like how I just did Cisco123, or having your password as password, or just having the numbers 12345 6 type ordeal. And avoid personal information in your passwords. It shouldn't be easy guessable. It shouldn't have your address or your birthday or even your name or phone number. We don't want that as your password, right? And again, these are really just to help you protect yourself on a first line security, on the basic security level. We want to ensure that these passwords are managed properly, as well as complex in a way that not anyone can just get in. Okay. We have password alternatives. These are things that enhance the security besides just a regular password. And one of these things which you all use is MFA, multi-factor authentication. So this requires you to provide 2 or more verification factors to gain access into your account. It's like an extra layer of security. So it will be, for instance, a PIN or a password, then maybe something you have like a physical token, your phone, your smart card, something in that sort. Most of us just use our phone. We have an app, authenticator app, that allows us to put in a PIN. We have that app and it allows us to put in a certain number. And another MFA is something you are, as far as like biometrics. So you may do fingerprints. We might have facial recognition to get in our phones or something in that sort. Those are, types of MFA, multi-factor authentication, password alternatives. We also have certificates. Certificates are just digital documents that verify the identity of the device or of a user. They use what's called a PKI, a public key infrastructure, to provide this authentication. So you may have client certificates, like the certificates installed on your client your device, on your device, maybe a software, or smart cards. You can sometimes have like a physical card that's embedded that has certificates embedded. So that'll help authenticate your access as well. Um, Going into biometrics, we kind of, talked about that a little bit. That's literally using your physical characteristics to identify you, to verify your identity, like the fingerprints, the facial recognition, and such. Okay. And just really all these password alternatives and just well, these password policies, they will help you ensure that your account is secure. And when we talk about us just as users having an account, we want to make sure that our bank account is secure and make sure that our Wi-Fi password or getting into our computer is secure. And it's the same thing when it comes to working as a network engineer or someone on the IT team that needs to have security practices. And you want to ensure that not only you're not liable, your personal, but also the company is not liable. If you're not locking your computer or setting a certain password for your computer or certain measures, anyone can just get in your computer. It may be harmless to you, but the company sees that as a vulnerability. And we want to ensure that we understand these basic policies. And they will definitely do testing just to ensure that you understand how to keep things safe and keep things secure. So I believe that if you implement these in your own environment, in your personal environment, to ensure that the complexity, the management, and just keeping it more serious, then you'll do a better job in your career or in a job or any tech space that you're in. And yes, just always stay updated on things. Always try to improve the passwords, change, like I said, password management, you must change it, improve different multi-factor authentications. Maybe you were using just a PIN, or you were using just the authenticator app, but now you use fingerprint or facial recognition. Like, all just always stay updated and always have the basic security implemented in your environment. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys the Trello desktop application. This is where all of our exam prep notes will be stored. So if you have access to the exam prep notes or you're in the boot camp, this is our Trello workspace that we will come to and collaborate our knowledge and questions, comments, concerns. You will still use the Discord for your primary communication, but this is where all the material is housed. And I just want to give you just a quick little run through. Now, right now, we are doing the CCNA/Net Plus learning. So as I do the lives or I do recorded videos, I will post them here. And as you can see, we're going to start off in this board, which is called the CCNA/Net Plus. You'll start here for all notes. Now, you definitely can click on this, right? And it will give you some information like the Google Drive. That's where everything is housed in our drive if you can't find anything. This is also where I will possibly tag you to say, here, start on this board and work your way through. These right here are the exam topics. You can click on it and see it's an attachment as well as a link. All right, click out of it. You can click into this card, which is the Computer Networking 101 ebook. It's just the ebook with the computer networking all comprised in it. Not as deep as the CCNA, but it talks about it in general. So you can get a general aspect of how computer networking works. Basically, how computers talk to each other, right? You get this ebook for free. It is $25 on the website, but since you signed up for the boot camp or for the exam prep notes, you get this ebook for free here. We also have the CCNA Quizlet. So these are our flashcards or play little games with the terms. So it can help you retain this information as you go through these modules. Each module, right, as you can see, has its own list. So we have network fundamentals, network access, IP activity, moving on. Each exam topic is listed in its own video. As you can see, the lesson 1.2, lesson 1.3, 1.6 and 7, And they're all here laid out for you. And then at the end of the section, such as section 1, you will have an exam, a pop quiz, just a test exam, just to test your knowledge, see if you retain some information. If you haven't, it would be best for you to go back and review the things that confused you or you just wasn't able to retain, possibly even going back to the Quizlet. But if you are confused and the videos are not helping you, the resources are not helping you, please utilize Discord and we'll be glad to get you caught up to speed.